Virgo. This is a reading for the week of January 24th through 30th. It's a general reading, so if it resonates, there is an extended love reading located in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get into your week ahead with tarot. I'm going to start out using my trusty old Rider-Waite-Smith. Okay. Don't love that. I don't. I gotta be honest with you. The Seven of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. This does feel like there's a past situation. I think you're already aware of it. I don't feel like this is new information for you, but it is showing up here for this week. Where I feel like somebody manipulated you in some way, Virgo. And I think that, like I said, I think that you're aware of it and you're just kind of waiting it out. You're waiting to see what the outcome of this is going to be. Honestly, I do feel like you're in charge here of this situation. I feel like you have the upper hand. The other individual is trying to or tried to get away with something, but it's not as if you couldn't see it or weren't aware of it or don't know what to do about it. I think that you actually have the resources and the ability to handle the situation. Let's see what else you have going on here. We've got the King of Swords, we've got the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. You're walking away from an energy, or an energy is walking away from you. Somebody is leaving here because I did not feel like it was a good situation for them to be in anymore. They're leaving something behind that they feel an emotional attachment to still. So there is an emotional attachment, but one individual here represented by the King of Swords could be an air sign here. Could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but Sun, Moon, or Rising. But the point is that this King of Swords energy here is being cold. They're acting like they don't care that they had to leave the other person, that they had to walk away from the situation. But in fact, the Eight of Cups tells us that they do, because we have all these cups down here on the ground. It is obviously, there's still emotion there. They're all upright. It's saying, look, I could come back to this and there's still something here for me. But the timing is wrong. The situation is wrong. Something doesn't feel right for me right now. I have to go and do some seeking. You know, I have to do this on my own. I have a journey. And this journey is actually leading this individual who's doing the walking away to some clarity about their life, about the situation. We'll look at it a little bit more when we clarify. But if this is somebody who has walked away from you, you can know that this is actually part of their process. It's going to give them some truth, some clarity. So if that truth and clarity is on your side and in favor of the connection, this is going to be a good thing for you. And then the last line, we have the Lovers. Oh yeah. The Five of Wands and the Two of Swords. There's a choice going on here. You know, the Lovers is in essence a choice. As Gemini's card, it's showing duality. It is showing choice, but I am seeing it definitely here with that love connection. But the choice is right here in the line as well with the Two of Swords. So they're kind of at a stalemate. We're trying to choose between, it looks like, different options. So there's some type of competition going on in love. This may be you having multiple people that you're trying to make a choice between, or it could be that you're feeling like you are a choice and it's a battle for you to basically win it and win the heart of the person that you want, to be seen by them, to get attention from them. Yet nothing is really happening here. It's like you either you're not making the decision or the person is not making the decision. So let's go ahead and start clarifying these cards, getting more information about them. Let's look down here at the last line that I talked about first. We'll work our way backwards. We'll talk about the situation with the competition with the Lovers. Okay, we have King of Cups energy that is clarifying the Lovers. Okay, so this is somebody who could be water sign, could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could also just be showing you that it's somebody that makes you feel very secure emotionally, that you see them as having their inner self together, you know, as being a worthy person to engage in a relationship with. For the connection, you see security here. You see that when everything feels kind of tumultuous, this is the person that makes you feel calm. This is the person that you can go to and talk to and get some good advice from. And then we have cards falling. I don't want both cards falling. Let's not do that. One jumper at a time. Okay, we're going to look at the Five of Wands. We're going to look at the competition, the competitive energy, the tension. Could be even an argument or a fight between, actually an argument and a fight between you and a person that you have a romantic connection with. And this argument could be leading you guys both to a stalemate, you know, like, I don't know what to do with this afterwards. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands energy here. This is telling me that there was something that was done impulsively. It's something that is still important, but it's something that feels more new, you know, as opposed to a chronic or an old grievance. It feels like something more relevant to the time period you're in, or moving into the future. We also have the Page of Wands. It may be that the two of you have a different idea of how to, what direction to go in, how to do something. And it's creating all of this tension, it's creating this argument. Okay, arguments, plural. Okay, Two of Swords. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords here clarifying. So look, somebody is really stuck in their head over this. Very much overthinking it. The solution is probably a lot more simple than either of the individuals in this see. You know, they feel like we're really stuck in this. There's no way I want it this way, you want it that way. Or if we're going back to the competition scenario with more than one person to choose, it's like, this isn't that hard of a fucking decision. You know, like, we're making this, we're overcomplicating this. So I think what you need to take is from this card, having the Eight of Swords here, is simplify it. You know, it's really not this big, huge thing. The solution, the answer to the problem, if you can just not feel like you're stuck, not overanalyze it, not overthink it. And same for your person, because it does depend on whose side that energy is coming from. So let's now look at the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So somebody here walking away from something they really loved, something that they treasured and that was important to them. And this path for them is actually leading them to some clarity, some truth. Okay, we have the Seven of Coins here. This is a risk, I think. When this person decided to step away from whatever they had going on here that was very emotionally important to them, it was risky. They risked it not being there when they came back. They risked going this alone. They risked turning away from something, maybe hurting somebody that they didn't want to hurt. We have the Nine of Coins here. This felt like the right move for them to be by themselves for a little while. Honestly, they do well on their own. And again, this could be you. You know, you could be saying, I do okay on my own. You know, I need this time to think. I need this time to get right with whatever situation you've got going on, you know, to figure it out. Sometimes we just need a little space. And that's what this feels like, is this person really just needed a little bit of space. We have the Ace of Swords. This is the kind of result that we're going to get, you know, the clarity that we're going to get from the journey that this individual is taking, you or your person. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. This is actually in temptation. This is actually going to bring this person a realization about a connection. Feels very affectionate, does feel romantic. The Knight of Cups can be a friendship, but I do think that part of the realization here is going to be that maybe the connection is not quite so healthy, and there needs to be a clearing of the air. There needs to be a conversation that's had. There needs to be some boundaries set. It needs to be restructured, but there is something that is not healthy inherently in this connection. And I think that's what led this individual to walk away in the first place. Maybe they couldn't put their finger on what it was, but because the Ace of Swords is here, it's telling you that absolutely somebody is going to know exactly what needs to be done to fix this. And I actually do think that it's going to come back around. I get the feeling this is bleeding over into what we see down at the bottom. But that's just my 2 cents. You take it how it resonates with you. And then we're going to look at the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician. So this is kind of one of those scenarios where I say, you do know, I think, what's going on here, but you still need to, every time I see the Seven of Cups, I'm like, you need to be aware of the people around you. The Hangman is here. I don't think that this person is really able to cause you a lot of harm or trouble necessarily. It's more like an annoyance. But that doesn't mean that they won't try. And that trying is going to be frustrating for you. They might try to lie to you. They might try to get one over on you. They might, you know, anything that is like scheming, you know, anything that's kind of shady. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Ten of Cups. This could be a feminine energy or somebody who presents with a very like strong sort of alpha, very linguistically talented type of individual. Could be somebody in your family possibly to be on the lookout there for. But the energy here has a shade of the feminine in it, or at least has a shade of the emotionally intelligent, you know, who knows how to use that. Okay, and I do feel like they are close to you in some way, because we have the Ten of Cups here. So this could be family. This could be immediate family. If your friends are very close and spend time in your home, it could be that as well. So the Magician at the end here, this is how you handle it. And I really feel like you're able to discuss this with them and clear things up. I think that you're able, honestly. It's showing you with the Magician having all the resources, all the tools at your disposal to be able to deal with whatever the problem is. And then I have the Ten of Coins. This kind of reiterates to me that it does feel like family or family friends, something like that, because the Ten of Coins is very much a card about family. Could also have to do with finances and work as well. Hello, Shakota. Are you going to join us for the end of our reading? So I'm going to pull a song card for you. I love my little song cards. This is the end of your reading. I often say that I find answers in lyrics. So I'm going to pull a song card for you. If you are so inclined, you can go look up the lyrics to your song. Okay, The Power of Love by Celine Dion. It's an oldie but goodie, right? What's that, like 90s? The Power of Love. So there may be an answer for you in your song. It's definitely a nice card to get for answers. I hope that helps you, Virgo. I'll see you again next week.